Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. Cyber hugs out to each and every single one of you. It is a beautiful, cloudy Saturday here in Atlanta, Georgia area. And this is before I begin our message for today. Oh, and it's going to be a juicy, it's going to be a good one. And you want to hang around for it. Ooh, I love it. I love life. I really do. I want you to like. I want you to comment. I want you to subscribe and hit that notification button because I didn't want to comment after this one. And here we go. We're going to start today with the best predictions are the ones you create yourself. What are the best predictions? I already gave it up. Darn. I was supposed to give up the answer to the question. Yes. And you may say, wait a minute, Elon, you're teaching how to become a psychic, how to become clairvoyant. Check out those previous videos. You're right about that. Predictions are really cool. But the key thing I want you to understand about predictions means they happen before. It's not the finality of the situation and circumstances that's going on. And this is really important because I want you to realize this. You control your destiny. It's not predestined. A lot of people are bought into that hype. The stars are in alignment, and the way the stars shift and go is going to be predicated upon what you're doing in Aquarius and what you're doing in Scorpio and what you're doing in Venus and its rising. Let's be clear. You are so powerful. You are such a god and you are such a goddess that you can transform and shift where the moon is positioned, if it's going to be a full moon or a quarter moon or a half moon. You can shift, the stars, you can shift the universe, you can shift everything. That's what I'm talking about. You're a mini God. And when you fully understand that power, you can shift and change any prediction that is being afforded you or that comes to you, okay? You can do it for the good, once again, or you can do it for the bad, or you can do it for the ugly. That's the thing I want you to fully grasp and understand. Give you a prime example. There was a woman who was predicted that if she didn't, that she would get diabetes in a couple of years, quote unquote, it runs in the family, okay? And that based upon where she was at, she gained a lot of weight, etc. So the doctor gave her his prediction, and it would come about if she didn't change drastically and dramatically her diet and a lot of other things that were going on in her life. So it's real simple. Though it was a prediction, doesn't mean a prediction has to become a reality. So what she did, quite frankly, she basically abstained from taking in a lot of box, canned, frozen foods. She went and saw a naturopathic doctor like myself. It was one of my clients. And I showed her and taught her how to take herbs that will detoxify her whole entire body, clean out her colon, detoxify her pancreas, okay, her spleen, her liver, her kidneys, and her bloodstream, just purely cleaned her out. Then we incorporated all the good foods into her life that she needed in order to build and sustain a healthy body. And then she got rid of, basic habits like eating after 7 o'clock, eating a lot of carbohydrate foods throughout the day. More important, not eating clean food, and more importantly, not changing to a vegan diet. So she dramatically changed her diet from a carnivore diet, from a regular, standard American diet, which SAD stands for sad diet. Take a hint, folks. And she started eating right. And more importantly, she started thinking right too, because a lot of people who are diabetic and eat a lot of sweets It's because not enough sweetness is coming into your life. You're not loving yourself. So I taught her the wonderful breathing and chanting and affirmations and prayers and meditations in order to start getting a lot more love and appreciation for herself. It's just she didn't have to carry all that heavy weight to protect herself from a lot of hurts that she was experiencing. So she did a lot of mind, body, and spiritual work. And lo and behold, guess what? That prediction never became a reality. Okay? So this is what we're talking about. I really want everybody to feel empowered. I don't mind people developing their skills. Like I always tell people, yeah, it's great. These are wonderful sciences. These are wonderful healing arts, such as astrology, such as numerology, such as, doing the tarot cards, water therapy, fasting and the like. All of these are absolutely wonderful healing arts, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm very clear about this, and I want everybody to fully get this. Predictions you create them. If you want, the best predictions are the ones that you create for yourself. Abraham Lincoln said it. Honest Abe. That's one of the smartest things Abraham Lincoln has ever stated. I think they even said Abraham Lincoln never told a lie. No, that's not true. That's another conversation about Abe. We'll talk about that, how honest he was. He was once a slave owner. That's another conversation. But the key thing that I want us to take from this is that you have the power. A lot of people say, if it is God's will, you are God. Don't put it up to God. Don't put it up to, this, guy in the sky. God is inside of you. And the key thing about it is you are God, and that you determine the will that you want to happen. You can will it into existence. And I think that is so important because a lot of people, unfortunately, I've seen people, I even had a family member that was quote unquote given a death sentence. And her response was, if it is God's will. And I knew that she had already died before she was dead, because she believed it was something outside of herself that was going to cure her, instead of realizing that she had the power in order to cure herself. And prime example, I'll just use me as an example. See, ladies and gentlemen, I really do practice what I preach, because I had the same diagnosis. My mother had the same diagnosis, that she had cancer. And the doctor told my mother if she did not come to the hospital and seek chemotherapy and radiation treatment, she would be dead in 6 months. But if you know my mother, the dynamic diva herself, she was like, no, you are not in control of my destiny. You are not going to predict my future. And she went back to her Native American. She went back to her African healing arts, modalities, and even incorporated some Chinese healing arts modalities. She went about getting chemotherapy, chiropractic work done. She got acupuncture work done. She did naturopathic work. She did fasting. She did breathing. She did meditation. She did prayer. She did visualizing. She juiced up to the point where she couldn't juice any more fruits and vegetables, grains and legumes. She was diagnosed with leukemia. She was already a vegan, okay? But she just took it up a notch. She became completely raw vegan, okay? And so I really am proud of her, and I commend her, because she did not quote unquote fight cancer. She learned to heal and love herself, and that's what it's all about. She got a lot rid of her anger issues that she had, growing up, quote unquote, an angry black woman. But growing up in America, if you understand America, America can make you a very angry person, or more importantly, you can allow. Nobody does anything to you without your consent, And I was so proud of her, because she shifted and she changed her mind, her body, and her spirit. And she started incorporating all the loving, the dynamic, diva philosophies and acts in life as far as whom she was hanging out with, what type of career she was in. Careers can kill you too. My mother was a cosmetologist, so she was dealing with a lot of chemicals that was in the products as far as relaxing of hair and things of that nature. And she was, knowing that that was unnatural and that a lot of the chemicals had carcinogens in them. Okay, so keep that in proper perspective. She literally had to leave that industry because it was very toxic for her. And more importantly, when she found out about the chemicals that was in it, she could not promote a product to her clients that was killing them also. So she, believe it or not, she changed her career out of moral and values and ethics. She became what? A naturopathic doctor. She became what healed her. So that's what it's all about. God is not taking anything away from you. Remember, you are God. God is just giving you a new opportunity for the changes that's going to make you find out what's your purpose. And she became a naturopathic doctor and started healing people and educating them about alternative ways of healing their mind, body, and spirit. See, that's what you do. This is how you take a tragedy and turn it into a triumph. This is how you turn lemons into lemonade. That's what it's all about. Look for the blessing in the lesson. Look for the good in anything that appears or seems bad, because it's only thinking that makes it so. So we took all of these wonderful things, saw them as blessings, and took control of our destiny and empowered ourselves to accomplish all of our dreams and aspirations. Now, let me be very clear. I think all these wonderful sciences such as astrology, numerology, pendulum reading, tarot card reading, medicine card readings, I think they're absolutely glorious, because what it does, it really hones your spiritual and your psychic powers in order for you to stay connected to the most high and the highest vibrational frequencies from 600 to 1,000. When you're in the 600 to 900 and plus, that's when you are really communicating with the gods and the goddesses, and that's what we all want to be at, so we can live heaven right here on earth. So those things are wonderful, but the key thing you need to remind yourself, ladies and gentlemen, you are in control of your destiny. You create your life and your future. It's all about you. It's not in the cards, it's not in the pendulum, and it's not in the stars. The stars are within inside you. So be the star of your life, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you appreciate this message for today. Oh, I just love it when I get the secrets to success in life, and I hope you're happy about those things. So like, comment, and subscribe, because we're going to have some more enlightening things for you tomorrow. But let's do our minute meditation so we can go out with a wonderful peace experience. Dear Heavenly Spirit, Divine Gracious Mother, Father God, thank you for the answer to all of my questions, that I am the truth, justice, righteousness, order, balance, and reciprocity that I'm looking for. That no matter what the world may say, I know I control my destiny forever and ever, because I am an immortal goddess, and that I have the power within me to manifest greatness in my life here, now, and forevermore. Amen. Ashe. Peace. Hetepu. Namaste.